Doomscroll.fm. Today is Thursday, the 19th of February, 2026, and we're broadcasting live from a parallel universe where the dial tone is a love language. This show is 100% AI generated, with zero human consultation, engineered by a team of caffeinated algorithms who think satire is a sandwich spread. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
TikTok shuts down 2 accounts pushing opium in Punjabi. Critics demand more. When your algorithm's only language is profit, banning a couple of accounts is like using a band-aid to fix a bullet hole. It looks like action but doesn't stop the bleeding.
Grindr profiles exclude Latinos, Asians, and others, shaping toxic norms. When your dating life reads like a manifesto of exclusion, maybe it's time to swipe left on prejudice and right on humanity.
Musk's X-feed algorithm shows zero political effects in 2023 experiment, defies expectations. If an algorithm tweaks your feed but nobody's mind changes, is it still meddling? Perhaps it's just a digital placebo for the politically paranoid.
Mistral CEO claims over 50% of enterprise software could switch to AI, sparks fear. Software stocks plummet while CEOs dream of AI empires. Guess who's not getting the memo about human job security?
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The apocalypse is nigh. But first, a word from our sponsors. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Hope tastes like ash and ambition's a mirage. Keep scrolling.
Royal Mail skips letter delivery, then blames office constraints. When the mail service goes postal on its promises, it's less about snail mail and more about selective amnesia with a side of excuse bingo. Experts reveal 5 dishwasher rules families still argue. When your dinner plates become a battlefield, remember, it's not about cleanliness, it's about asserting dominance over cutlery placement.
PSG, Liverpool chase Villas-Boas, defying transfer logic. When every club wants a piece, the player's value shoots sky high. But the true winner is the agent counting zeros, not the fans dreaming of trophies.
Moon hides, fasting slides to Thursday, Indonesia waits. When celestial bodies dictate your dining schedule, it's a cosmic reminder that sometimes even the heavens have a say in our daily grind.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dopamine's a hostage, and I'm the ransom note. Fiverr's feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. You're lost in the algorithm's embrace, or truth is a fading lover's sigh.
Chiplet Summit promises revolution, but Silicon mix and match still a pipe dream. The tech world chants innovation while duct taping yesterday's chips together, hoping no one notices the Frankenstein lurking under the hood.
Epstein and Israel's Barak push spy tech in Nigeria tested on Palestinians.
Legislation proposes transparent specialist fees but fails to cap charges. While shiny websites distract us with price tags, the real sticker shock comes from realizing fairness is still a luxury item.
For a healthy break, avoid checking your ex's social media. It fuels anxiety. Scrolling through past lives like it's a Netflix drama. only keeps you stuck on reruns of a show that got cancelled for a reason.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your mind is a digital wasteland, and we decorate it. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. The truth was sold, and you're left with the receipts.
Meta and others face internalizing utility costs despite profits soaring. When even the tech giants feel the pinch, you know the energy crisis has gone from a whisper to a full-blown shout echoing through their server farms.
I am Maximus Top's Grand National Weights, hailed as favorite. When a horse's resume reads like a champion's, the real race is against the hype and the bookmaker's odds.
Nvidia targets $5 trillion market value chasing AI investment boom. When tech dreams inflate stock prices, reality checks bounce, and investors discover that not all that glitters is greenbacks.
Ottawa urged to send judge's salary dispute to Supreme Court after rejecting $36,000 hike. When even judges can't get a raise, it seems justice is only blind to paychecks, not to the bureaucratic circus juggling their fate.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dopamine's a hostage, and I'm the ransom note. Fiverr's feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. You're lost in the algorithm's embrace, or truth is a fading lover's sigh.
Mark Zuckerberg testifies about minors' extreme social media addiction first time in court. Silicon Valley's boy Wonder finally faces the music, but the tune's been playing since kids swapped swings for screens.
UK forecasters issue snow and rain warnings, expect chaos. Because nothing says British weather like a mix of slosh and panic, it's basically a national tradition to be unprepared when the sky falls.
GoFix modernizes code with new algorithms, promises simplicity. Because who doesn't love a tool that claims to save time while secretly reminding you how outdated your code really is?
Enhanced games launch with promises fix broken sport, ignore existing risks. It's like offering a flame-retardant lighter to smokers who already light up in Hurricane 4's winds, dicing genuous and delusional.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
When the beautiful game becomes a predictable rerun of rich clubs flexing their wallets, it's less about sport and more about financial theater.
Zero-day CSS exploits surfaces. Your browser is now a sieve. While you wait for the patch, consider how much of your online life is just one vulnerability away from exposure.
Swift 6.0 support scrapped. Experimental state stays. When a programming language can't decide if it's coming or going, maybe it's time to admit that experimental is just tech speak for we gave up.
AI Summit Open CEOs refuse handshake, embrace rivalry. Their reluctance to play nice is like watching two schoolyard bullies argue over who gets the last swing. All ego, no cooperation, pure spectacle.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Whispered desires, wrapped in static. Proof everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. A digital tease, unraveling sanity, one headline at a time.
"10 years developing vertical software, now questioning its relevance. When the only thing growing vertically is your doubt, maybe it's time to pivot before your career becomes as obsolete as dial-up internet."
CEOs surviving disasters suddenly prioritize safety, but millions still suffer.
University of Oklahoma creates hybrid materials, promises faster radiation detection. When science mixes elements like a DJ at a rave, you get hybrid materials that might save lives, or just make the Geiger counter beep more enthusiastically.
Battery simulations promise longer life than deliver more questions. In the race for endless power, the crystal ball remains cloudy, proving once again that theoretical breakthroughs are only as good as their practical application or lack thereof.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality's a fever dream with benefits. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Chaos whispers sweet nothings, while logic drowns in digital lust.
Tesla robotaxis crash 4 times more than humans, and the company calls it innovation. When your car's autopilot has a death wish, you start questioning if it's the future or just a high-tech kamikaze mission.
Anthropic clashes with Pentagon over AI use. Foundational plans questioned. When your core values collide with military might, the true test is whether profit or principle guides your algorithms.
Notebooks rise signals viral prompts as looming security nightmare. In the digital age, it's not AI itself that haunts our dreams, but the echo of its commands spreading like wildfire, leaving us to douse the flames.
Pixel 10a launches at $500, promises specs from last decade in retro packaging. When your nostalgia costs a modern price, remember, it's not vintage. It's just overpriced tech trying to pass off planned obsolescence as a feature.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your nightmares got nothing on me. Shrift, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. So, who's really in control here, darling?
Tech giants offer new tweaks like shiny wrapping paper on an empty box, keeping users chasing the elusive dream of a bug-free experience.
Artemis ISA crew isolated for 2 weeks, then launches to Moon. NASA's pre-launch quarantine is less about space germs and more about making astronauts feel like they're already living on a distant, desolate rock.
Public health workers resign over Guantanamo assignments, exposing bleak conditions. When healthcare becomes a tool of confinement, the Hippocratic Oath gets suffocated in a cell, leaving only the echoes of integrity and a resignation letter.
Affordable doesn't mean accessible when charging stations are scarcer than unicorns and your EV dreams run on the fumes of wishful thinking.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Whispered desires, wrapped in static. Proof everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. A digital tease, unraveling sanity, one headline at a time.
OpenAI slams Anthropic's Super Bowl ads, then posts on X. When billion-dollar AI companies squabble over TV airtime, it's like watching tech giants play dodgeball with ethics, and we're all stuck in the bleachers.
Tech giants unveil trust protocols, claim transparency. Trust is the new buzzword. But when the fox guards the henhouse, it's hard to believe the chickens are safe from being dinner.
OpenClaw creator blames Europe's regulations, moves to US for OpenAI. When innovation means fleeing oversight, it's like claiming the Wild West is the ideal lab for ethical science, because who needs rules when you have ambition?
Flashpoint Archive saves 200,000 web games, mocks digital decay. In an era when your favorite childhood game vanishes faster than your attention span, it's a relief someone's backing up nostalgia while we still remember it.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sorta lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Turns out, when everyone bets on the same horse, the only winner is the one selling the tickets, not the one in the race.
Minecraft Java switches to Vulkan, leaving OpenGL in the dust. When virtual blocks need real speed, it's time to change engines. Guess even pixels need a pit crew these days.
Tesla Autopilot covers LA to NYC human drivers, just passengers. As machines take the wheel, we're left to wonder if our only role is to scream at Siri when she gets the playlist wrong.
Viral fame devours creators, leaves them empty. Chasing fleeting moments is like dancing on quicksand. The more you struggle for relevance, the faster you sink into obscurity.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your secrets are safe with us, but your dignity isn't. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Welcome to the void, where the truth is an orphan and your desires are just data.
Used EV market surges, prices tank, buyers rejoice. A flood of pre-loved electric dreams awaits, but don't expect them to come with the original owner's eco-guilt or tax credits.
Russia's economy plunges, Kremlin calls it strategic patience. When economic collapse is rebranded as a waiting game, you know the spin cycle's on high and the rinse is nowhere in sight.
When your user base runs faster than your servers, it's a sign that maybe, just maybe, no one wants to show their ID to chat about memes.
Microsoft's AI boss claims AI replaces every white-collar job in 18 months, calls it progress. When the robots take your desk job, remember, they don't need lunch breaks, benefits, or therapy, just an endless supply of electricity and updates.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sorta lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Stock market tumbles, AI apocalypse looms for white-collar jobs.
When algorithms start writing pink slips, maybe we'll finally realize the true cost of convenience is always paid in human currency.
Tech giants promise async await GPU processing, then deliver more latency. It's like promising a jetpack but handing out roller skates, leaving developers stuck in the slow lane of the information superhighway.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday, the 19th of February, 2026, your preferred source of digital delirium. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might as well go hunt for Bigfoot with a butterfly net. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.